Isn't it frustrating when you're trying to find a player and you've seen someone you really like, but they are too expensive? Well, this series is going to be for you because I'm picking 4 alternative players for this particular player. So, of course, guys, if you like what you see, leave a like, comment on the video, and also subscribe to the channel. Be greatly appreciated. Let's get straight to the video. And the first player of the series is going to be that of Lionel Messi, as you can see on screen. I'm going to give you 4 different, cheaper alternatives who I still feel like can score really, really well, just like Messi on his day. Now, with just a quick overview of Lionel Messi, obviously there's not much to be said. I'm sure you are aware of him by now or have played Sorare for a while. Obviously, you know his scores are nuts. But we're talking for prices wise, £150 in season for his limited at the moment, and his rare sitting at £590. And of course, his scores here are of course phenomenal. Now it's going to be hard to beat, but I do feel like I've got some players here for their prices, put up some good scores just like Messi. So let's get straight to the first player. Now your first Messi alternative is going to be that of Gabriel Peck. Could be a fairly obvious one, but I don't think people know how much cheaper he is to Messi. So I've got down here, obviously Messi is here at £155 in the limited, but you can pick up Peck for £55. That's saving you £105. Obviously you can spend that extra money elsewhere, or obviously if you just don't have that money, this is a nice alternative to have. Obviously with Gabriel Peck, you've also got that he's 24, so he's obviously got that under 23 utility also. And scoring, well actually maybe if we can look at the rares also. Rares is 251, and I've got down here Messi was £590. That's saving you just under £340. So again, a very, very solid savings. Like I said, you can use that expenditure elsewhere, or if you didn't have it before, this is definitely a nice alternative for you to have. And again, looking at his scores, I don't think they're actually all too different. I know, obviously, of course, Messi is the absolute GOAT within MLS, and obviously he's the top of the, he's the creme de la creme. But I think when you're talking about cheaper alternatives, these players that I'm showing you, I think, are definitely worth you considering. 67.3 average score over the last year, hit 100 4 times as well, hitting 90 to 80 scores 8 times last season, 70 to 80 scores another further 10 times as well. So again, obviously a very decent player. Now, he's not had the best of starts this season, but I think that's going to sort of kickstart very, very soon. So yeah, we'll see how that pans out. But again, definitely a solid player for you to pick up if you want that sort of Messi alternative. And the next player I've got here for you guys is going to be that of Dennis Bouanga, of course, of LAFC. And you can pick him up for £45, which is £110 less than that of Messi's in season. So again, very solid savings. And then I've also got his rare at £231, which again is saving you just under £360. And obviously you've got to realise, obviously, of course, Messi potentially could be within his last year of the MLS, of course, if you are seeking to use him past this year. But again, I think, like I said, very, very solid savings there. So yeah, 30 years old, obviously got at least a few more years left in him, and I can't really see him leaving LAFC. But yeah, obviously that's something you've got to do your own research on for any of these sort of players anyway. Score wise, again, solid player. Doesn't hit the heights as Messi as often, like the hundreds, like we saw within Peck and of course in Messi. But definitely a solid player to put as your captain in future lineups. As you can see here, hitting 90s for fun, 80s for fun, some 70s. So yeah, very, very solid indeed, even obviously considering the savings you could be having. My third pick is going to be that of Diego Rossi for Columbus Crew. Now, again, I think very solid, £24 for the in-season. Obviously, I've got here, saves you £130 basically under the Messi price. So again, solid amount of savings, good alternative to have as well. He is a very smart and very solid player, especially scoring wise as well for Sorare, which we'll get into in a minute. And then again, guys, with the rare, £201. You can see the average sale's been 150, so you're getting for probably even less if that's the case. But recently that means £389 you're saving roughly on the obviously Messi as of time recording as well. So yeah, very solid. And we look at his scores as well. Again, really nice scores. Hits obviously capable of 100, even if that is the one time he's come very close on multiple games here, but can hit 80s and 90s for fun as well. And I think once Columbus Crew, which they should do, obviously get that much needed DP number 9, or that striker, if you're not aware. for Columbus Crew, I think that's only he's only going to be a beneficiary of that basically. So yeah, again, very solid player. And my final pick is going to be that of Adrian Martinez. Now, a lot of you be probably saying that's not good enough, but of course you've got to take it with a pinch of salt because obviously, yeah, the price difference is massive. Now, I've got down here, his limited is £142, cheaper than that of Messi at time recording. And also, if we also look at the rare price, you can pick him up for £75, which is saving you over £500. So again, obviously, yeah, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. Obviously, you pay what you sort of get, to be fair. But if you're trying to look for consistent scorers, good scorers, I don't think there are many better strikers, to be honest with you, within the MLS than there is, or as consistent as Adrian Martinez. Now, again here, you've got to look at scores, hits some 90s, some 80s, not all often, of course, but he sort of really broke out last season, and I can only really expect him to do better things this season also. But yeah, very solid scorer, 20 goals, 4 assists in the 28 games plus 10 substitute appearances as well. But yeah, I think, again, great player for the sort of value, and great value, as I said before as well. So yeah, very solid, guys. But that is basically the end of the video, guys. If you have enjoyed this video, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't. We're very close to that 1K subscribers, so much appreciated for all that. But yeah, guys, this has been Sorare Capital. I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye. And just a reminder, guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload.